What up, Julian? We're gonna start in a minute. I just gotta do something. What? Okay. Yo. Oh shit. Okay, yo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy RC in the place to be. Coming at you one more time for these live streams. And look, we about to get into this request real quick. You know what I'm saying? And yet, oh yes, that's right. Just to be clear, well, first of all, appreciate Julian Neck coming through just to say they love the videos. You know what I'm saying? I always appreciate people just, yeah, because you don't have to. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? So I appreciate you showing me love. You know, if you want to. Like, I appreciate the Ko-fi donation, but I also appreciate people just telling me they appreciate my shit, because it's like, it's nice to see they're like, oh wow, people are out there, you know? Like, it really is weird making internet content, and whatever. What up, PSKM? Yes, Truth, Hope, Love, I did see the new requests, and we will be getting right to them at the end of the stream. Cause yeah, mostly, cause I was looking, I was like, oh man, you know, like, look, I love talking about my hip hop, right? But like, I like talking about other shit too, you know? Like, so we're going through the absolute best of Mogwai first, first, and then we are going into, excuse me, the album request for Underoath, not hip hop related, but then some Truth, Hope, Love came through with the hip hop related request, so now it's a hip hop related stream, yeah. Hip hop is you know the melding of all genres, you know, that's my you know, deep think philosophy, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, let's get into it. Oh yeah, let me make a playlist. Let me make the playlist available. So if you want to listen, if you don't have Station Head, which is what we were listening on, see, this is what I got to do at the beginning of the stream. If you want to listen along, join on Station Head, and if you can't, we will, because that's how you listen in real time, into the, wait, yeah, the list here. All right, so yeah, if you're on Spotify, you can get the playlist there. Hold on, and I can let me pin it. I gotta be a professional internet person out this bitch. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? All right, cool. Yeah. Fuck it. Oh, thank you. Julian Nett said, I was watching some of your older videos last night, as well as your video about Not Like Us. The videos are very fun, interesting, and underrated. I appreciate that. You know, like I said, I, me as an internet content creator, I like to have, you know, because I'm a person, you know, and I like to, like, have my shit be, I try to make my content all-rounder content. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to have it be funny, informative, you know, like funny, informative, you know, also like pulling something apart, really dissecting something. So like having fun jokes, but I actually like having like a heart there that's actually talking about the shit and trying to, you know, give some music a chance. And so that when, you know, the shit is whack, it's like, all right, now we're really pulling apart why, you know. But yeah, I appreciate it, man. You know, your boy underrated but never faded. You know what I'm saying? But look, it's cool to be underrated, you know, because then the people come to you, you're like, oh man, you need to be, you know, getting more love, you know. It sucks to be overrated, where you're just like, nah, man, you need to stop doing that shit so much because it's not as good as you think it is. That sucks. I'll take being underrated. But no, okay, so here's Kids Will Be Skeletons, and look, I have to admit, Mogwai on the Life is Strange playlist is on the lower end of the songs from that soundtrack. This is very Life is Strange core, and I know this band existed before that, but this is all just instrumental band music, and it's not even like jam band music, it's just very in a still moment music. And I wanted to play this first because, of course, this is the most memorable song that I know from them. But even then, I remember being like, yeah, whenever I make my Life is Strange playlist, I don't include this song. And it's not even that it's bad. It works perfectly in the context of, you know, being a video game or movie music. You know, I mean, Life is Strange is essentially a playable movie. But I mean that in a good way. But yeah, like it works as like, oh, background, just sort of like stuff is happening that's building up emotion, and then like, oh no, this happened. I don't want to spoil it, but you know what happens in the movie, in the game happens, and it's like that's how it works. As soon as you listen to it outside of that, it's like, yeah, this doesn't really do it for me. Like this is perfect movie background music, and I think they did a couple of soundtracks from the way some of the albums look, and I'm like, yeah, that's kind of what works for them. It's kind of just chill. Like it doesn't. You know, I'm not saying music has to, you know, give you something to care about, I guess, but that's what it is. The text painting in this music is so just drab and just there. It feels like it never punches out at you in any way for the most part. And like I really had to dig to find moments that are like, ooh, something's happening here. Ooh, something's interesting here. Like they barely ever sing, which is fine, but it's like then it's like, okay, can I have some instrumentals really be doing something and sticking out? Perfect example. You know that song that the Chicago Bulls would come out to, that little like I will remember that song forever, even though it's like, I can't remember what the fucking name is, but I'll always remember just the way it plays like that, because it's like, it's doing something in a way that makes you go, ooh, pay attention to the guitar. Ooh, do you see how we're making way for this? Like, okay, we're really doing something here. With these tracks, it always just feels like an instrument starts and it's just playing in a simple place, and then things just kind of building out in this very drab, generic way. Like, it's like, I'm sorry, I don't even want to say it sucks. It's just, it's mid. It's not for me. It's just kind of sits there. It's music that literally sits there and doesn't go anywhere. And it's like, I think this is fine for if you're just kind of need some background music, but nothing is particularly. And like I said, you know, I don't want to hear, oh, it's just instrumental music either, because I did Buckethead. Buckethead is also mainly instrumentals, but they're so interesting and crazy. Now, I'm not saying you gotta be Buckethead, but there's still gotta be some oomph there. There's still gotta be some, why do I care about this track versus the next track? Because I'll be honest with you, like, this track and pretty much everything else that isn't the couple of tracks that have like a, ooh, that's a cool little sample there, a singing moment there. Like, most of these, you could trade one for the other. They all sound the fucking same. I am so sorry, but these all sound the same. Like, I doubt it is just my rap, you know, critic focused brain. It's like, no, I'm trying to give these songs a chance, and I legitimately can't tell one from the fucking other. Oh, I don't remember if you ever answered, but did you see the best of video I made from your video? No, send me the link. Send me the link. I make content myself, and I admire how long you've been doing content for. Look, you know, if you care about doing the thing, you'll do the thing. You know what I mean? That's all it is at the end of the day. Nice. Like, oh, appreciate it. What are I streaming? I'm streaming Injustice 2, but I'm just fucking talking so much. I'm not getting back to the goddamn game. Have you been going for 15 years yet? 2009 is when I started, but I don't like to count. I don't like to count my job until I actually start getting paid for it. So I'd say maybe that's around 2015. So yeah, I can say 10 years, 5 years as freelance, or what would it be, gratis rap critic. I don't know, pro bono rap critic for the first 5 years, and then the getting paid era is the last 10 years. What's my opinion on Death Grips? I actually did a best of them. They're a group that, like, I don't like personally. Like, I'm not gonna act like I like them, but I see what they're doing. And you know, it was like, you don't have to like it. You just have to, you know what I mean? Like, appreciate what they're doing, and like, I appreciate it for what it is. It's not for me, and I'm not trying to listen to it most of the time. But like when they do little moments of like, oh, playing with the time and doing stuff, like playing with like what it means to be like a rap song and stuff like that, like, oh, okay, I think that's cool, and is, again, it's like there's got to be a difference. There's got to be a way to delineate like music that I respect, but it doesn't mean music that I'm like trying to listen to. Like, I like what they're doing, and I like that they're being experimental in a fun way, but I don't actually enjoy the songs from track to track. I feel like the perfect example of this is Gorillaz. Gorillaz is the perfect like grab bag variety show type music, where the point is that it's like, you know, god damn, I'm just where the point is that it's oh yeah, there are words in this one. There's words in this song, but literally nothing else. Well, I think there's a sample at one point. Yeah, that was kind of interesting. We'll play that, but yeah. Oh yeah, but like I was saying, it's like Gorillaz. It's like with Gorillaz, you're not. At least for me, the way I always experience Gorillaz is like you're not really supposed to like every track. The idea is that we're going for something in every track in a new, different genre, and we're playing with things in a new, different way. So it's like take what you like, but understand that the point is that we're experimenting. You know what I mean? And so I like with Death Grips, it's like, oh yeah, the point is that they're experimenting. Now, if you're experimenting, you're gonna have to deal with the fact that some of those experiments will fail. Like that's how experiments work. Not all experiments work, right? Like that's kind of the point. So it's like I appreciate the ambition, but at the same time, I'm like, but I'm not gonna lag like I like it just because it's experimental. I appreciate what they're doing, and just from a track to track level, like it doesn't it doesn't enthuse me to keep listening. It's very challenging music in a way that I don't find like directly enjoyable. I find it kind of like, oh, when there are tracks that hit what they're doing in a really good way, I dig that. But on like just, you know, average, just throwing a track, like, nah, I can't really see myself just listening to the music. Like the music is a very, ooh, that track is doing something interesting, but like not on a, you know, basis. And you know, I mean, I like Gorillaz, and you know, as much as I enjoy Gorillaz, there's absolutely tracks that I like. Oh, I'll never come back to because that track just does nothing for me. Like there's whole Gorillaz albums I just don't listen to because it's like it's no big deal. It's just the songs that got me, and the songs that didn't. You know, it's no big deal. What was that one move I did? Oh yeah, words. Oh, on this track, yeah. It's still this track, right? Right. It was the. Wait, what is that move? What is that move? Isn't this weirdly about aliens? Oh, was it a? Oh, I think it's the down forward triangle move. Yeah. Yeah, and then this part. What was that for? Like, did you just get hit with something? What was that for? Huh. Well, see, this is the song with the sample. Like, punk rock is a word used by dilettantes and. It takes up the energies in the body. Because when I was listening to this, like, I wasn't sure if this was pro or anti punk rock, like the person speaking. It's based in fascism. Wait, no, he said it's based in fashion, elitism. And it's like this music that I've been listening to, it's like, this isn't punk rock. Like, I guess in the most, like, what is a genre way ever, but like, it's not like it's like power chords and shit like that. It's just very slow, contemplative music for the most part. It's like, is this punk? Like, what? Yeah, this part is when I'm in it, I don't feel pleasure and I don't feel pain. You know what I'm talking about? I'm like, what is happening? Damn, I hate this. Yeah, I gotta choose a different guy. I'm screwed. All right, man. Listening to this actual playlist for this is gonna be way more interesting than just listening to the music when I do, because there's like so much boring shit of just. It's like, all right. Oh, there are words to this one. All right, right. Oh, and there's a bit of a pulse to it too. But yeah, when it comes to Life is Strange core, I fuck with the Sid guy, the Crosses song, and what is that song? Girls with plastic. I love you, American girls, or whatever the hell. American girls at the movies. They cry sometimes or something. Like, that was the shit. what was that? That girl that was singing that very punk rock sounding song. One day I swear that I'll be older then, and I'll do all the things that I'm saying that I want to do now. Like that sounds like, oh, I want to hear what else is on those albums. Want to hear what else is on those albums. When I heard this song on Life is Strange, I didn't even register that it was a band. Like it was just like, yeah, it's just incidental music that's playing in the background. Yeah, it's like, oh, you want to hear more of this incidental music? It's just incidentally happening. It just incidentally happens to be there. That's what this fucking music is. It just incidentally is happening in the background. Huh? I'm a fan of all types of music. Any song you play me, I guarantee you I would like. But see, as a critic, I have to have the discerning ear, you see, But not just to like hate or love something, but to be able to describe why I enjoy it or don't enjoy it. Or am in the middle place. Oh, shit, I forgot because of this. Oh, God. I hate it so bad. I hate it so bad. Mm. Oh, fuck me. Oh, fuck me. Uh, oh. Mm. Whew. All right, yeah. Even if I'm not exactly a fan, I still understand and respect what they do. Yeah. It's like I don't have to like it, but I can respect it. But it's just not for me. That's what it is. Being able to be like, this isn't for me, but I get what it's doing. Versus this isn't for me, and I don't get it. The concepts of the songs are usually interesting, but the executions aren't always all good. Yeah. I think there was another band we listened to that was like has all these concept albums or something like that, but it's so intricate and specific that it's like I can't get into this. I don't know what the fuck is happening. Um, PXKM said, "Would you say there's an artist album song that you like, what people will find surprising?" I don't know. Is it surprising that I enjoy Lil Jon and the East Side Boys and Yin Yang Twins? Is that surprising as the rap critic? You know what I mean? I'm only supposed to like hyper lyrical cats, right? Except nah, I'm just kind of because I grew up on it. You know what I mean? I got a soft spot for the fucking that booty shake club music from the early 2000s to the late 90s. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like that's the thing that's kind of kept me, humble as a critic in a way. Because it's like, look, it's being able to be like, yeah, understand that, like, I feel like a lot of critics, right, will be on that. Well, I only listen to music if it's high-minded, and anything that's just fun and for the people is just plebeian. You know what I mean? Which is like, nah, music is a tool that's supposed to be used to make you dance, and also, make you, have feelings and consider why those feelings, in relation to what's going on in the music. You know what I'm saying? Oh. So yeah, okay. Julie said, as a critic, what do you think of Anthony Fantano? I think he's fine. I think he's a music critic, like all the rest. Although I like it. I mean, again, it's like I agree with his opinion when he words it in a way that goes like, oh yeah, I get where you're coming from. Like even if it's like something I don't like, but other times, of course, I'll be like, I don't really see the appeal of that, or you know, you know what I'm saying? Like, but as critics, what we're just trying to do is be like, what are the words that I can say to express why I enjoy this or don't enjoy this, you know? And I feel like for the most part he does a good job at it, but I don't listen to all of his reviews, you know. I mainly just listen to the hip hop stuff, so I'm like, and I feel like on the hip hop stuff he's like fine, you know. Like I feel like people try to do like, oh, you're white, so whatever you have like an opinion that isn't 100% like, you know, with what hip hop sounds like, the fuck you or whatever. But you know, it's one of those things where like, oh yeah, this just happens in general when someone is like, hey, a fan base, you know, that uncritically enjoys this music is having to deal with someone who's not necessarily going to be uncritically, you know, enjoying of it. That said, there are times where I feel like, you know, he can be a little callous. The man can be a little callous. Like when he gave the Big Sean review, and it was like when he just said no for like 12 minutes. I was like, come on, now look. Like I said, I hate the ass song too, but like, come on, he's not like just saying no, 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 no. That's something you do. Soldier Boy album, fucking goddamn, what's his name album? You know, Lil Pump album or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But like Big Sean, it's like he's not that fucking. You know what I mean? Like he's not a fucking you know, like, you know he actually cares about rapping. You know he actually tries and puts attempts in it. And they can be corny sometimes, but they are actually attempting to, like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Like I said, I don't like all of it, but it is that thing where I feel like sometimes the trope of not liking someone kind of supersedes the criticism. This is a general internet thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, it's expected that you don't like them, so you just kind of hate whatever they're doing. And it's like, no. Take each thing at the value that it is, you know what I mean, to be considered at, you know? Oh yeah, there was that one time where he said that Halsey album had like main character syndrome, which was really kind of. And again, I think this is just like a level of like, you know, you don't have to know everything about an artist in order to enjoy their music in order to appreciate it. That is something that, of course, the fans want you to do so that, you know, you'll be hypnotized into liking their shit too, you know. But no, you can know the background of something, and that still doesn't make it enjoyable, right? Like, I can know why somebody wrote this lyric. That doesn't necessarily mean I like it. And I highly doubt that, like, Halsey was going through something at the time. Oh, I guess this album is good now. Like, no, that's not how that works. But at the same time, like, it's how he worded his criticism that gave me pause, right? Because like, well, main character syndrome is like, well, every artist is kind of writing from their perspective. So what do you want anyone to do at the end of the day? You know what I mean? Like, it's like, yeah, what are you better to do? But I felt maybe he felt it was a little egregious. And again, when he didn't have as much of the context of what was going on. But again, there were people saying like, she said shit in the album that was kind of like, you figured you'd be able to figure it out. But again, that ain't necessarily so, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, there was the part where he said like, what was it? Like, oh yeah, I shaved my head just to be edgy or just to do it. And now I'm shaving my head because I'm sick. And it's like, all right, well, you probably didn't be able to pick up on that context clue. But again, you know, motherfuckers are human and shit, you know what I mean? Like, I remember, what was it? When people kind of gave him shit for the what was the Richmond from Richmond, north of Richmond or whatever, and he was kind of like being skeptical. It's like, oh yeah, really, he was being, you know, taken advantage of by the Republicans that just wanted to give him some cash and not really, you know, think about what the song's about. Yeah, sure. And it's just like, no, I can see that. Yeah, he could be that kind of a person who maybe not just wanted to take the check. Like, yeah, I can see that. And like I said, some of the lyrics were dumb in a way that like, oh, absolutely gives off that type of character. But it's like, it is the issue that we have in general with, you know, this discourse where it's like, some people are, you know, dyed in the wool true believers of that Republican bullshit, and some people are kind of tricked into it. You know what I'm saying? In a way of like, oh, doesn't it just make sense that, you know, all these minorities are just tripping? You know what I mean? Because you haven't had to deal with what they're going through, so they're just tripping, right? You know, like, it's so easy to do that to perceive someone as that, because the shitheads want to seem like they are just the norm when really they are just what happens when you are just kind of uninformed. You know what I mean? Being a shithead is mostly what happens when you're just kind of uninformed. It's not the norm in the way normal is. It just feels that way when you don't want to think about other people's perspective. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, Anthony Fantano. Like I said, oh yeah, the main character syndrome thing. Where it was like, again, it's the rhetoric that makes people kind of go like, wait, what? Like, were you giving this album a chance, or were you just trying to shit on a pop song because pop song bullshit? Like, Halsey's not one of the respected pop song people, so it's okay to just say, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? But like I said, I really do think it's a case by case basis. Like, I don't think he's always like that. I think a lot of times he does give something an honest, like, give to it. My only thing is, like, for me, I just like focusing on the lyrics in conjunction with how they work with the music. So that's kind of, my specific level of criticism. So like when he's just kind of focusing on like, oh, they did this with the music and they did that with the music, I'm like, okay, that's true, but that's not necessarily what makes me enjoy it. Like that's just how I feel. Like when he's like talking about the what do you call it? The nuts and bolts of the music in a way that's like, okay, it's interesting to talk about that. It just doesn't, like, I like when he gets to like why the music fake makes him feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, he's fine. And what the fuck is the matter with what I think anyway? The worst Christmas song was just you covering up for your undying love and fanboyism for all things Yin Twins. Whistle while you twerk. Whistle while you twerk. Something with a dog. Man, that pussy fog. Whistle while you twerk. Dun, 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 yang yang and a thing. I really do think they were joking and bullshit, but it's like that would have been so fucking dope if the new Snow White movie started with "Whistle While You Twerk." That would have been like, I would have been in theaters just to support this hip hop moment of Disney truly embracing hip hop and not just in a, oh, save songs from 40 years ago. Now that A Tribe Called Quest is saved, we will play. Nah, some fucking Yin Yang Twins, some fucking dirty edgy shit. Oh, Jesus Christ. Kanye who gives a fuck what Kanye be thinking, man? That's the problem with all this internet shit. Have you ever, I ask you, fellow internet denizens, have you ever had a moment, has this ever happened to you? Oh my God, I'm looking on my, internet box and this person said an awful thing. How dare they? I don't know who they are and why they're important, but they have this opinion and they are a person being wrong on the internet. You know what I mean? It's like, why do we do this? Why does it fucking matter what the fuck Kanye thinks? He doesn't have any opinions. It's not like he's a fucking governor of a city and it's gonna affect anything. Who gives a fuck what Kanye fucking thinks? He's like, hey, did you know this guy that is never gonna interact with you thinks this way? Okay, fuck him. But you see that, right? I mean, Kanye is a notable figure, so of course when he says something, it's news. But like, have you ever had that happen? Like, you're on Twitter and it's like, oh my God, can you believe that this person is transphobic? And it's like, oh, that's shitty. Who are they? Like, why does it matter that they have this opinion? Like, because people can just be wrong. Like, we know that on the internet, right? People can just be uninformed and wrong about shit, right? Like, we don't need to make a news story. This person needs to learn why they need to accept trans people. It's like, no, they can just be wrong and stupid and fuck them. Like, you know what I mean? Like, hey, fuck them. Who are they? Who the fuck are you? Fuck out of here. It's like they want their opinion to matter. They want you to be like, no, you need to be corrected. And think, of course they don't give a shit. You know what I mean? People are living their own fucking movie that they're the main character for. They got a main character syndrome. You know what I'm saying? But the reality of the fact is, it's just like, what the fuck does it matter what some asshole thinks? Like, I remember I was getting into, like, YouTube early on, the bread tube stuff, dunking on these, chuds that, right, whatever the hell. And when I would see like, oh wow, this guy has like 500,000 followers. Oh wow, that's a big fucking deal. Okay, yeah, I understand why you want to take this down. But then eventually it would be like, oh, could you believe this guy with 20,000 followers said this? And I'm like, so like, does anyone following him? Does it matter what they think? Who cares? Like, you know. Ugh. Oh God, Julian Nutnut said, "Did you hear about that new Kanye album he teased called World War III?" Which no, not until now. I am not looking at Kanye West on things. Said I find it hilarious that Kanye is so deep off the deep end that the only feature he could get on the album was Dave Blunt's, which is just brother, Oh yeah, I had to include this. For some reason, there's a song on one of Mogwai's albums. This is our hip hop connection. There's a song on one of Mogwai's albums called Punk Rock / Puff Daddy / Antichrist. Now I understand, especially currently, why the second and third things are next to each other. What does punk rock have to do with anything? Don't lump punk rock in with Puff Daddy. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? But it has a pretty cool trumpet bit in here, which is again stands out from the typical 4-piece band with the same instruments doing not really exciting music. So like this stands out and is interesting. So okay, we're gonna throw this on a joint. You know what I mean? But yeah. Oh, but going back to Anthony Fantano, it's like he's a person like anyone else, and of course people are gonna have, you know, things that you disagree with because of whatever reason. But whatever, as long as he's not being a dick or degree, like, you know, there are some people that are just like, oh, this person sucks, so it's just time to, you know, dunk on them or whatever. I don't think Anthony Fantano just does that. There's just certain moments where I feel like it happens because you're making an internet video and it's for the lulz and you want to make people laugh. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's his version of doing that. You know, my version of doing that is like looking into the specifics of the lyrics, pulling out the inconsistencies and talking about them. You know what I'm saying? That's my version of that. You know, because it makes sense to me to do that. You know. PXKM said, Big Sean's part of Mercy was right up my alley. Perfect amount of goofiness. You know, it's not the worst thing he's done. It is not the worst verse on that song. Oh, it did go on for a while. Ruawita, that's an ass tree. That's an ass quake. But not the worst thing. I think it's just in relation to the ass song where it's just like, all right, he's just the ass man now, huh? You're more than this, Big Sean. You're more than this. Kanye to team up with Diddy, but Diddy has to phone in his vocals from prison. People did that in the late 90s and early 2000s as a skit all the time, Maybe people who really like his old music and it upset them. He's so unhinged. Yeah. I think that's what it really is. There's a bifurcation of the audience that are just like, oh, he's going shitty? Yeah, like, I'm glad he's doing it because that's just kind of how I feel anyway. And then there's the other half that feels guilty about not only Kanye, but those people, you know what I'm saying? And so it kind of becomes a sort of, like, perseverating thing, you know? Yeah. Kanye's insane. It's hard to care about what he tweets. Some people do, yeah. What do you think of Mogwai post-rock? Is that what you would call it? Okay, I guess that, yeah. Because it's not rocking. It's after, it's what we do after we rock. We sit and very, you know, I get fucking Gregorian chant like fucking, what the hell is the word for that? Drone silence, you know what I mean? But see, oh, this is Underoath, okay. Okay, I was wondering why this shit fucking, I was wondering why my soul was feeling something. I was like, is this Mogwai? Like, I don't remember this bit. But yeah, it's like, I'm fine with music that, like I said, Life is Strange core. And all music deserves its place, you know, but there's a hierarchy to this shit, right? And, holy shit, Flash is kicking ass. Oh yeah, but it's just, like I said, Life is Strange all day, if you're listening to what was that? This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Sid Matters, Jose Gonzalez, Angus and Hewley and Julius Stone. You know what I'm saying? What was the other tracks I liked? What was the girl song? No, 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 no. Oh, what was her name? Amanda Palmer, even though I think she's kind of problematic now, but I can't remember why. But so I'm just not gonna think about it. But yeah, Amanda Palmer, all those joints, like those are really interesting. Like, hey, I want to check out these other artists, like what their version of post rock is, I guess. And Mogwai just feels like the most generic version of that, and like the most inoffensive, the most not really trying to like go. They make their music and they like what they do, and that's fine. I'm just not interested. I'm not compelled. Yeah, that's what it is. I'm not compelled. It's not compelling. It's not compelling me. That's what the problem. It's not compelling me. These beats are not compelling me. Gotta quote Karis one on that one. These beats are not compelling me. But you know, I like to sample things and twist it up a little bit. I like to tangle and twist it. When it comes to these cars, I am that nigga. But this is fucking, like, even though I'm not the biggest rock head, I feel the shit. I feel the impact of this shit. I can taste my hair. I'll see you later, Prunella. He didn't say anything till just now. Oh God. Oh no, Dave Bloods. Oh, I know you needed to get a paycheck. I know. He's exploiting the fact that you're poorer than him, and also have a bit of controversy right now, and so you just wanted to collect the check. I know. Rich people have more power, and he's using it to get the relevance that he can off of a new artist. I know. But Dave, did you have to do it? Because now, like, because, you know, when people are going like, oh, you know, it's transphobic what he's doing, it's like, hey, you can definitely, like, look, don't, far be it from me to say the official thing on it, but, you know, if I'm to rhetorically understand why something is offensive versus not offensive, you know, I like to have, like, rhetorical backing, and, like, for a lot of his stuff, it's like, I could tell, like, from how his lyrics were worded, it's like, I can tell he's not being shitty on purpose. He's just being edgy because when he recorded this shit, he's like, I'm poor and no one's going to give a shit about what I say, so I might as well just make a silly, dumb song. Like, it's going to push on the buttons, and then that's the point. Like, I know there's no political mind behind that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Dave Blunt's is not Tom McDonald. You get me? But then to do the song with Kanye, it's like, oh, like I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt. It's like, hey, look, we're all edgy boys on the internet. We all like making our jokes, but it's like, but then to do the song with Kanye, it's like, get out of here. But yeah, Julian, that said, Kanye released a single for his new album, and it's so sad how desperate it is. It's just him saying things that are offensive for like nearly 2 minutes and backing vocals from Dave fucking Blunts. God damn it, I went to bat for you. Because, you know, I don't like that YouTube content that's just like, this thing that is obviously bad and everyone should just know that it's bad. And if you don't know that you're bad, then you're one of the bad people for liking it. It's like, no, I don't like doing that. I like to be like, hey, let's dig into the nitty gritty of why this would be offensive versus why this actually is kind of saying something different. So, and you can kind of take from that, you know, not necessarily the political understanding of the person, but just kind of like the intent of the music and how that informs how you know, engage with the music. You get what I'm trying to say? And then to see this is like, what the fuck ever. But like I said, he's collecting his check. It clearly not great at impulse control. I'll just say that much concerning Dave Blood's. I mean, look, I know that's clearly a fat joke, but like it's actually a real problem. Look, I'm a fat guy, all right. Fat guys can make fat jokes, okay? Look at my belly jiggle. No, don't look at my belly jiggle. But the point is, I can make I can make my fat jokes if I want to, and I'm good at making them. But no, like, yeah, it's just, you know, it's like the same with, you know, any artist that it's like the Amy Winehouse thing. You know, it's like I was poor and I just kind of made this music, and now people are paying me to talk about how I'm an alcoholic. Okay, bring on the alcohol, boys. I need the inspiration. You know, it's kind of like, oh, okay, you know. I think Godspeed You, Black Emperor, was the best post rock. The song that got used in 28 Days Later was great. Excuse me. I can't think of what this is. Although, Godspeed You Black Emperor, is that a black group? I'm interested. Because, like, why would you call it that? Oh, they're from DC. Maybe they're... I don't want to assume. Alright, 5 white guys, yeah. Right. Godspeed You Black Emperor. What the fuck? Maybe it's like a shout out to the black folks out there. Godspeed, you black emperors. You know, I'll take that. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm assuming it's trying to go as Godspeed, you black emperor. Oh, wow. They released a string of albums from... Oh, I see. From 97 to 2002. Interesting. Long form instrumental chamber rock compositions. That's what that music I was listening to earlier kind of felt like. Chamber rock, chamber music rock. Where it's like you're just supposed to sit in a room with a bunch of people and just kind of contemplate this music in your heart like Mary, you know? Contemplate it in your heart like Mary. Oh. They were named after a motorcycle documentary that was made in Japan. I think the bikers were the Black Emperors. That's insane. What? I thought you originally. I was like, wait, the bikes are called the Black Emperors. Okay, the bikers were called the Black Emperors. What the fuck? Oh my god, yo. Again, you don't want to give this shit no breath, but morbid curiosity prompts me to see what this is. The track listing for World War III, I can't even say in this chat, but just imagine a 14-year-old trying to be as edgy as possible to write it. Okay, so he's just trying to make sure this shit don't get played nowhere. He's just putting himself into obscurity. Nobody's doing this to him. He's doing it to himself. Because, like, I doubt any publications are trying to say, oh, yeah, you know, the new album, N-word, F-word, you know? The album cover, oh my god. What is even happening? Wait, what? What? Black Cooking is better. Yeah. I remember that. Oh my god, do y'all remember the DJ Academics interview with Kanye? Yo, if fucking sucking Drake's nuts wasn't the fucking worst thing he did this past year. Like, fucking betting on the wrong goddamn horse with that shit. And then he's like, and he looked like such a fucking, he looked like he was being punked. He looked like he was being punked. Like, when you just see DJ Academic's faces with Kanye, like, we're recording live, yeah, let's do it. All right, guys. Kanye comes in with the Black Klansman outfit, and, like, DJ Academics looks like, all right, well, I'm getting paid anyway, so I'm cool with selling out. Yeah, it's fine. As long as I got a paycheck, it's cool to sell out. Yeah, it's cool. You know? It's like, oh, dude. What in the fuck? Like, I would have at least given him some integrity if he was like, all right, bro, you gotta take that off. I can't just do this interview with you. No, but he was like, yeah, okay. Anyway. It's like, you fucking grifting ass motherfucker. Grifting griff ass fucking motherfucker. Oh, man, what a joke. Ugh, wait. Okay, So that's, oh my god, he didn't say that, yo! He wore a Ku Klux Klan inspired outfit and made further controversial remarks, including stating that he regrets having children with his ex-wife Kim Kardashian, that he considered Drake's a million times better than Kendrick Lamar. Okay, yeah, you're just saying shit. As soon as I hear that, it's like, you're saying shit. You're just saying shit. Like, you're just saying stuff to try to get the fuck out of here. You're just saying stuff now. Like, you're no fooling me. That ain't no Santa Claus. You know? You ever watch the Marx Brothers? There's that one movie where, you know, Chico is the guy who has the, of course, Italian stereotype accent, and Groucho was talking to him. He says, like, all right, you know, if we're gonna go into business, we need to have a sanity clause. And, you know, Chico goes, you're no fooling me. That ain't no sanity clause. But yeah, you're no fooling me. Come on, get the fuck out of here and drink some million times, man. No, that's just, I could be a news story by saying something controversial. Point the cameras at me. Look, I said the controversial thing. I said the opposite of what we're supposed to say. Don't you want to pay attention to me now? And then negative remarks about various celebrities, including Jay-Z, Beyonce, Playboy Cardi. Didn't he do a track with him recently? And the late Virgil Abloh. Yeah, what is going on with it? I heard about that. I think it was him where he was talking shit about Virgil Abloh, and I was like, isn't that guy dead? Like, say what you want about him, but like, what the fuck is going on? Like, this motherfucker got a death wish because people genuinely like that guy. Like, what the fuck is going on? Repurposing America. I don't even want to see this. It said West released the music video to World War III on Twitter. The video contains a repurposed scene from the American television miniseries Roots, along with graphic sexual imagery and footage of a KKK gathering. This nigga. That's the fucking living in right there. Holy shit. What? On April 2nd, DJ Academics announced that World War III would be released the next day, which did not happen. And shared the track listing. I love it. I love that he shared the track listing, like, hey guys, let me, you want to see? I got the exclusive on the track listing, including Cosby. Free Diddy is the name of one of these songs. Free Diddy. Come on, son. I'm cocking my head back like Ed Lover. Come on, son. This is a baby trying to get attention. Come on, son. Virgil let me down. A song about a dead man. Come on, son. Hitler, yeah, and G. Hey, get out of here. God, I thought at least it was going to be, like, funny of just, like, saying a bunch of curse words or whatever that are offensive. Here's a song for every, you know, a curse word for everything that's offensive. Like, that's at least like okay, all right, fucking edgy boy. But this is fucking, this isn't even, Jared? Are they talking about, when he says Jared, is he talking about the Subway Jared guy? Are these songs actually about these things, or is he just, like, bringing their names up just to have the controversy of it? Hold on a second. Oh, Jared Kushner, the son-in-law of the president. Well, wait, isn't that guy Jewish? Doesn't he hate Jewish people? But he loves Donald Trump. But that guy, I guess, is cool because he's affiliated with Donald Trump. Wait, I'm trying to go to Genius and it's not letting me to see the lyrics. Dang it. Or maybe Genius is like, we're not fucking hosting this shit. Yo, maybe they actually did that. Did they actually kick Kanye off of their fucking platform? Wait a minute. Yo, what? Wait a minute. Let me look up another artist. Okay, so Mercy's here. Alright. Wait, so he put out 2 albums? Yeah, it was this Bully was an album, and I didn't give a shit about that, because wasn't it using, like, AI, and everyone was already kind of like, alright, old man. Alright, old man. Yeah, I don't think Genius has put World War III on there. I don't think Genius put World War III on. I think if they did, they took it off. It's like fucking actively hate speech. He's literally made his music unfindable. Because it's like, no one wants to fucking, yeah, it is. It got banned. Yo. But this is that fucking. Isn't it so funny? Like, oh man, in the 90s it would have been cool to be like, oh, I got banned for being too edgy. But now it's like, this is the thing. You know why this is considered to be too far, right? Like, you fucking know why. We're not like, oh, you're just edgy because we're, again, intention is important. And people who act like it's not trying to sell you something. You know what I'm saying? Like, in the 90s when people did bullshit, like, I mean, there were shitheads, trust me too. But like a lot, I feel like most people were just like, oh, we're just kind of doing the things that the school marms are telling us not to do just because you can't tell us what to do, the intrusive thought of being an artist who's like, oh, well, I can just be kind of shit ill and like, yeah, you can't stop me, people. And then, of course, as time goes on, really bad people gravitate towards them, and this is what happens. Watch the company you keep and the crowds you bring, because they came to do some bullshit and you came to sing. You know? Yeah, wow. Genius took down the lyrics page and anything. That's incredible. But I totally get it. It's like, because we'd be technically hosting this fucking. No, I don't want to fucking do. So now it's like, where would you find this? It's going to be like goddamn impossible to find. Like, is that album on. And straight up and down. If someone pays me to listen to Kanye West music, at this point, I'm giving you back the money. I'm sorry. No. No. That's not how we do things. Wow, Spotify hosted it. And they hosted Vultures 1 and fucking 2. Woof. This is from a couple years ago. This said, Tyga talks signing with Kanye West label. He's a genius, but that's from a while ago. Okay. This man really ain't gonna stop until everybody hates him. That's insane. This music is quite fitting for the insanity we are watching, bearing witness to. No, this music's too good for him. What the fuck was I doing? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What about GABA or breakcore? Has anyone paid you to listen to those? No. Are these genres? Is GABA, is that the genre of people who remix Yo Gabba Gabba music? And is breakcore just I know that. I know I've heard that genre. Is it just like people who remix break specifically? I'm trying to figure this out while I'm just listening to this really intense fucking music. I'm digging the shit out of this, by the way. This Underoath album it's exactly what the doctor ordered after that really soft shit. I'm sorry. Like, look, I like my soft shit too, okay? But when it's too fucking, when it's got no texture to it, I can't dig into it. You know what I mean? It rolls off my back like, it rolls off my brain like water off a duck's back, But this is, oh my god, I can't stop. Like, I've been so busy talking shit about these fucking tracks and shit, but no, absolutely, this shit is fucking incredible. And it's so funny. I was just listening to What was it last time? That really intense. What is it? The genre that I officially don't like. And I have never considered myself to be a person who does not like genres. I've always been a person who's like, no, but come on, give it a chance. You can see that there's levels to this shit, you know? You know what I mean? There's layers to this shit, player. Tiramisu, you know what I mean? But I think it's black metal. Black metal is the one I can't listen to. I can't fuck with it. Just can't. Death metal, I'll rock with. It's still trying to be accessible in some way. But I'm sorry. Black metal, if you want to be inaccessible, congratulations, you did it. I don't want to listen to this music. Congratulations. You know what I mean? Like, I just can't get into it. It's too fucking much. Now, but this is rocking. And it's in a similar vein, but it's just the groove is more accessible. You know what I mean? Yeah. I have to go to a weird third-party website to find the lyrics, and also the single for the album is only on YouTube. That's insane. This man, like, you know, as much as people are like, oh, man, you know, this Kanye, he's fucking trouble. It's like, I feel like he's taking himself out of the game at this point. Damn it. Damn it. I feel like the last thing from Kanye that I ever heard, that I ever wanted to, that like gave me anything in terms of like being like a, okay, that was at least something, was that track was like, beautiful naked big titty women don't just fall out the sky, you know? Which, but the only reason that's getting any burn in my brain is because it's like, well, he's just blatantly referencing the dogma thing, but not even in a like funny, artful way. It's just like, I like big titties and I'm just referencing the thing. You know, it's like, you don't get any actual points for that. Like, it's just, you're a basic bitch and, you know, you using the dogma reference, you know, for a cheap pull. You know what I mean? And it's like, was most of the song where it just kept going. It's like, okay, that's a funny bar you say once or twice. You don't keep milking that shit. Beautiful naked big titty women just fall out the sky, you know? And it's like, who? Like, it's so stupid as a line because it's just like, yeah, what? Yeah, like, the context of Jay saying that was that, like, oh, Chris Rock fell out the sky. And then he's like, you know, guys like us just don't fall out of the fucking sky, you know? And then someone falls out of the sky, he goes, beautiful naked big titty women don't just fall out of the sky, you know? Like, that's the point of that line. But him just saying, did you know that beautiful naked big titty women don't just fall out of the sky? I mean, You know, it's like, yeah, I know. Like, what? It's like, you know, you gotta buy them on OnlyFans or wherever the fuck he, you know, whatever thing he used to pull all the models that he could, which clearly he was doing. Like, what the fuck did he do? Wasn't he complaining about how, like, oh man, girls want to, just because I'm an alt-right fuckhead, girls are, like, a lot of these models don't want to, you know, just fuck me just because I'm rich. Like, what the fuck? Some women actually have principles? What the fuck? I guess I gotta really make it go, you know, and find the girls that are willing to do whatever the fuck. Holy shit, what a piece of shit. Enough of him. We're listening to some good music, goddammit. And look, it's not that deep. This shit is just a solid groove all the way through, and I'll admit it. But goddamn, it's keeping my brain engaged. Like, I can't act like I'm not feeling it. And what's funny is that I was going into this kind of being like, oh, we just listened to a whole bunch of post-rock stuff. And like, all right, well, maybe is this gonna be the same? Of like, and then it just went, oh, fuck all that, fuck all that shit you just heard. Let me fight somebody real quick. Let's see if anyone's available. So I listened to World War III single with a friend, and that's 1 minute and 43 seconds taken from my life I'll never get back. Yeah, not worth it. And I dreamt of you. Is that what this song is about? I dreamt of you. It was so sweet and loving. Is that what the song was doing? It would be funny if these were actually really sweet lyrics. The love I have for you is tender. Is he gonna join? Julianette, you asked me, do I have any CDs or vinyl? I have some CDs. I have 1 or 2 vinyls that people have bought me. And fuck me. Well, I need to get a new record player. But I don't like. I don't. Oh wait, let me go use this dude. I don't. But I'm not the average music critic, you know, who's like, oh, I've got to look respectable, so I gotta have a whole bunch of records behind me. I gotta have a whole bunch of music. I gotta get vinyl. That's what it means. And you know, some people genuinely enjoy it. I'm just bullshitting with you. But the aesthetic, you know, the aesthetic of looking like a music head, not for me. I just like the music. I just want to, like, for the longest time, you know, back in the day. And also, this shit was just hard. It wasn't accessible. Like, you know, like, you know, people were like, oh, what concerts have you gone to? Not many, because I'm fucking poor. I've been poor all my life. So, no, I haven't gone to many fucking concerts. You know what I mean? But, you know, the ones I do, I enjoy, of course. Like, I'm able to when I can. But, like, you know, for me, how I enjoyed music was like, well, how I was able to access it. Like, I watched music videos, and I fucking, you know, eventually I got online, and I was able to find places where I could get music for free 99. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like the connection to, you know, like it's all utilitarian to me. Like I have CDs because I have a car that has a CD player, so I like to listen to CDs. You know, if I'm like going on the road for something. But like, you know, getting vinyl, unless they have vinyl records you can put it in your car. That's not really for me. It's like it's kind of cumbersome. It takes up a lot of space in a collection to have like a record collection. And it's like I'd rather just listen to the music. I just want to listen to the music. Like I'm not on this. Oh no, I'm an audiophile, so you got to listen to it the right way. It's like no. I'll pay. Now it's not that it doesn't matter. Those things still do matter. It's just for me, it's not as much of a concern. Like I just want the music. Like just give me the music. You know. I'm a music rat. I'm just like trying to get the music where I can. I'm just going through it, trying to get it, Because back in the day, like I just couldn't get records, and so like, okay, well I'm poor. What the fuck am I gonna do about it? Oh, there's a website called xsao.net. Praise be to that site. Because that was where I discovered so much music. Was able to listen to so much new shit that I just wouldn't have had access to before. Because, well, poor kid don't have money, so I guess you just don't get to experience that music. And it's like, well, or maybe, fuck the world and we shouldn't have all these fucking ivory tower, divisions of things. And I'll get it how I can, It was only when rich kids figured out that they could pirate music that it became a problem. Poor kids, it didn't matter. You were never going to get our money anyway. But rich kids, when y'all figured out how to pirate music, then it was like, no, we can't do it anymore. Because those are the people that were actually funding all the music industry. What's the best way to listen to music in your opinion? Any way you can, man. any which way you can. It's just, well, okay. I will say for me, I do enjoy listening to music in a car. Oh! God damn it. Ah. Woo. I was getting it though. I was giving it as good as I got. I had to get back at him. Hmm? Oh, it's not on the Spotify playlist because I didn't make the. I started the stream. Is there screaming going on? These are the cries of the past, I guess. No, but I started the stream before I added the joints. Hold on. Because I added them while I was starting the stream, so I just put them into the station head, and it would be too much to try to fucking get all these songs on the list now. Wait, hold on. So, 90. Nature. What is it? I2. Because I gotta hear that. I gotta hear I2I first. Sorry, that's happening first. You're not gonna put fucking. You're not gonna request fucking goddamn Goofy movie, and I'm not listening to that shit first. I'm sorry. That's how it's going down. Because after the Grand Imperial Goofy movie music, then we will get to the other joints. Wait, what's the other one you requested? We being Ray, yeah. Okay, I like the little synth you're throwing in there. Okay, they're trying to switch it up. Mm-hmm. Truth over love said, I do find it funny and interesting that they are celebrating the 30th for a Goofy movie and not Pocahontas. And that was supposed to be the prestige picture. That was supposed to be the, oh man, we're gonna be respected with this one, man. Lo and behold, what's the one people actually give it? That just goes to show, man, what actually connects with the people. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and I bet you Pocahontas was probably the bigger financial success, but a Goofy movie stuck to people's ribs. You know what I mean? Uh, but yeah, oh yeah, for me, I would mainly like listening to music in a car because you're surrounded by the music. You know that's how I enjoy it. You know, music in your headphones, yeah, that's cool, but it's like it's blasting straight to your ear. I like it when it's like you're in it. You know what I mean? You're in a bubble of music. You know. Also, how do you get into new artists and genres? Honestly, I mean, you know, I kind of organically come across it where I'll be like, oh, that was interesting to me. Let me hear more of that. And then I kind of fall into a pool of whatever music that is. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's usually how I do things, you know? Uh, I mean, why not save the best for last? Nah. I gotta hear it. I've been listening to all this new challenging music, all this new music to bend my palate this way, making me feel all uncomfortable. No, I need my comfort music, all right? I need my comfort sounds, okay? Have you ever heard of abandoned pools? If not, you should listen to them sometime. No, I ain't heard of them. I ain't never heard of them, Jetmans. God damn it. No. Yeah. shit. Oh, god damn it. Where is the techno tackle move? And I hate this fucking bullshit online that they do, where they won't actually just tell you if it's X square or whatever the fuck. They'll go like, yeah, I know that you'll understand the world in motion. When reaching out for each other's hand, maybe we'll discover what we should have known all along. Yeah. One way or another, together where we both belong. We're never too far apart, and maybe love is the reason why. For the first time ever, we're seeing it eye to eye. Eye to eye. Come between us. Too high, too high, too hard to break through. I know the love will leave us. Learn the way to bring me to you. So don't get a hurry. Think before you go love. Yeah. You don't have to worry. They will never let you down. The stars are not. We listen to each other. We'll find we're never too far apart. And maybe love is the reason why. For the first time ever, we'll see shit eye to eye. Eye to eye. You know we're seeing it. Seeing it eye to eye. You never see it. You're saying it eye to eye. Eye to eye. Oh, do the perfect cast. Wait, what? Oh. If you're ever lonely, stop. You have to be. After all is over, I've been away from you to me. I never say yes. It's a key change. We find we're never too far apart, and maybe love is the reason why. First time ever, eye to eye, eye to eye, eye to eye, for the first time. That eye to eye, eye to eye. See it, baby, eye to eye, eye to eye. Do-do-do. Fucking do-do-do-do, do-do-do, do-eye. See that eye to eye, eye to eye, eye to eye, eye to eye. Eye to eye. Fucking love that shit. Fucking goddamn classic. I ain't gonna hear any different. You know what I'm saying? Holy shit. But you couldn't make my day. I love that verse line. You drew a picture of my morning, but you couldn't make my day. Head and shoulder. It got shit to do with saying, people watch your head and shoulder. Naughty by Nature truly was the they were that all-rounder group. It's like they were clearly super lyrical. They were clearly like able to make like big choruses and stuff, but they also were about something. Like they were saying something each time, you know? like OSPP was actually a topic about something. Hip hop hooray! It's about how like a bunch of love hip hop. You know, like these songs are kind of all rounders. Yo! You think I'm cheating? Even when I'm sleeping, you call me Mr. OPP, man? It's like, alright, look, you didn't kind of bring this on yourself. You made the song about how cheating is good. Like, this is what I always wonder about, like, people who make music, you know, where it's like, it's all about how, like, oh yeah, getting all these bitches. Like, Snoop Dogg, he's got a wife. How does she feel about this? Like, is it like, it's just a job? Or is it like, oh, what the fuck, man? I love black women, no way. They disrespected, no way. Let's make a family today. It's like, you just said all this stuff about how you're like cheating on your girl. It's like, yeah, maybe the OPV guy, but come on, baby, let's still make a family. This fucking best man head ass. This fucking best man, as soon as I get married, I'll stop cheating head ass. Hooray! Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh. That's one little melody I've put on top of that. I don't know why I did it, but it just sounded cool. Julian.net, if you could tell your past self one thing before you uploaded your first video to the internet, what would it be? Take more time with the Oh My God productions. That seems to be the main thing that people seem to have an issue. And you know what's so crazy too? It's like I said, I like listening, you'll see what the comments are and shit like that, you know, see what people are saying, and it's so funny to just be like, I can't tell if people are like, it's like, I don't know if it's the level of them not being able to describe what they like or don't like about something, but like just from my own mind, I've just been noticing like people who are quote unquote dissing like my Oh My God song, because it's just people on the internet, it's just text for the most part. It's like, I can't, like, their description of why they apparently don't like my song is so like, just sounds like a weirdly positive, cool description that I'm not sure if they're insulting me or complimenting me a lot of the time. Like straight up and down, there were some people who were like, oh man, this sounds like Dragon Ball Z fight music. That's what this shit sounds like. And I'm like, is that a compliment? Because that sounds really cool. Like, are you guys complimenting me? It's like, another motherfucker's like, oh man, this guy sounds like fucking Tech 9 and, what is it? Tech 9 or Del the Fucking Almost Saved Me. I think it was two different people who said that. It was like, alright, if I sound like these two very different artists, that feels like a good thing, right? That you're a fusion of these two interesting artists. I was like, what? Like, you know what I mean? Like, look, I'm willing to be self-critical, of course, but like, when I listen to what their actual arguments are, it just sounds like, do you just like the song and you're just not used to the idea of like a song not sounding like cool guys just making low key, you know, hip hop music that fits into the background. You know what I mean? It's like, are you guys just not used to this? You know? But yeah. Here's your membership. You done with OPP? And I remember for the longest time, motherfuckers didn't know what this song was about. White people didn't know what the song was about. And they're like, what's OPP about? It's like, it's that, like, this just shows the fucking media literacy of some people, man. We're just like, what? Is it, where you're not listening to anything but the hook? Like, they very explicitly explain it. It's the longest, leanest, I call it the, now they did, gender neutralify it in a way to make it palatable for both, because, OPP could mean other people's pussy, other people's penises, or just other people's property. Like, it's actually genius the way they kind of thought ahead of, like, hey, anyone can be cheated on anyone, right? So let's do male, female, and gender neutral to refer to, like, that's fucking slick. Like, what? And they explain it explicitly. Like, the first verse, OPP, it means, like, other people's pussy. Second verse, the second meaning for it means, like, they literally describe it. Down with a discount. What? Yeah, is that what OPP? Yeah, is that what OPP? Every last lady. Yeah, me. It's like, it is that sort of thing of like that. Should we be singing along to this and like admitting this? Like, this drum. What is this drum? This is the drum that I'm so used to being like the background drum of all rap songs. Hold on, what is it? Because it's not the amen break. Everyone always says the amen break, and I'm like, no, that's not the one. Unless it's the, who sampled? Because it sounds specifically different. Aha! Is it aha? That's aha! Black power. It's not, because I remember for the longest time people were like, the amen break. Of course, that's the drum sample everyone is always using, but that's the one that goes boom, blah, boom, blah, ba-dum, ba, ba-da-da-dum, da. But it's like, I did not hear that on every song. That was on a lot of songs, sure. But no, in that sort of like, this is just here and always underneath the, no, it's not that song. It's Melvin Bliss's Synthetic Substitution. This is what I consider to be the backbeat of like hip hop in general. That very basic. Synthetic Substitution is the hip hop beat. The amen break, the reason why the amen break gets the love that it gets is because I think the people who made that original beat, they let people use it for free. So it's kind of like everyone's gonna use this, man. It's like, we can use this, so we're using the fuck out of it, But that's not the one that hits me the hardest. It's the fucking Synthetic Substitution. That's the fucking beat of all time. And I gotta save that shit too. Because I gotta remember that. Because I always have that moment of like, what's that drum beat that everyone uses? That drum beat that everyone is always using. And people always go, the amen break. The amen break. And then I hear it, I'm like, no, that's not it. But, it's not like you can fucking describe boom, boom, doom, boom, doom, boom, boom, doom. Like, you can't fucking say that into the goddamn, what the hell is the song reader, whatever the fuck it is, you know what I mean? Oh, my God. Hey, Nokia seems to be trying to take Luther's spot at number 1. You think it'll happen, or is there no chance for Drake now? Look, anything could happen. There is no loyalty in the mainstream or whatever. If it's hot enough, people will fucking rock with it. And by the way, this isn't some good versus evil fucking thing where like, Drake gets back on top and that means the bad people are in charge. But if Kendrick's on top, that means the good people are in charge. It's like, guys, stop. It's just music. It charts for a bit of time and then it doesn't. You know what I mean? It's like, we're telling you, like, he's winning against him by having it chart higher or whatever the fuck. It's just, whatever happens. Oh shit, the Katamari theme! Hey! This is the extended theme, okay. La 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 la, got the money to my scene. La 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 la, got the money to my scene. La 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 la, got the money to my scene. Oh, oh, fucking love this goddamn game. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Got the money to my scene. By the way, I find Katamari theme a touch more enjoyable than I2I. Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine. You know, it's not a contest. You know, if that has more significance to you, that's fine. Julianette, thank you. The Amen break is overrated. It's not that nice. It's just the one people could use. It's like a what do you call it? It's like A Wonderful Life. Like it's not actually the best Christmas movie. It's just the one that people could use for free, so they played it a lot. You know what I mean? That's exactly the way I feel. No, synthetic substitution. That is the drum beat, the thick drum beat that represents hip hop. You know, I get like you could put that beat under 1,000 songs and I would not get angry. I would be like, yeah, no, yeah, that works. This works. Yes, Tom, every time. Hey, 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 hey. I was actually gonna put it in the Parappa stream till I found out it was on Spotify. Nice. Uh, 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 uh. Hey, best Kendrick Lamar album, To Pimp a Butterfly. That's just because the jazz element and the fusion and the just not giving a fuckingness that it kind of comes with. I really do think To Pimp a Butterfly is always going to be my best one. Like as much as all the other albums are good, they're enjoyable in their own ways. But what To Pimp a Butterfly does and the ambition and how it pays off, that's what I need. You know what I mean? Got the money down my scene, but All the Way by Big X the Plug. Oh, okay, featuring Bailey Zimmerman. All right. Okay, we see the country's popping off. All right, Big X the Plug. Have you ever looked into Music Stems multi-tracks? I mean, that's just making music on a DAW. What do you mean? Holy shit. I love this. I love it. It's doing it. Here's my thing about country music. What country music does best is make you feel bad, make you feel sad, make you fucking feel something, go through some emotion. This hook is giving you the emotion. The verses are actually about fucking something, and it doesn't seem like they just switch up in the middle and be like, well, anyways, in general, I'm richer than you. Like, no, it actually sounds like it's about something. Like, yes, good, keep going. He said, don't do all that shit if you just gonna take it back. Nah, if it's over, baby. Oh, leave me all the way. Okay. I fuck with it. Now that's what I'm talking about. And again, it don't need to be that deep. I don't think it was like that deeply lyrical or whatever the fuck. But it did what it needed to do. It told you the story. Had a couple of little fun wordplay in there. Got the hook that really, gives you the meat. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the verse is like the meat and potatoes. The hook is giving you, what the song is about, the outline, the thesis. That was solid. All the way by Big X, the plug. I thumbs up. I give that a 4 out of 5 for sure, for sure. Hell yeah. I'm so glad y'all showed that to me. Okay, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna save that shit, because that was fucking good. Where the fuck is it? Oh, god damn it, I forgot to put it on the thing. Well, leave me all the way. Yeah, that was fucking good. No, shout out to that track for sure, for sure. For sure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You mean they went all the way? What's the worst album in your opinion? Anyone with Soulja Boy on it. Next question. No, I'm kidding. I mean, it's probably the Soulja Boy album might be the worst album, but I actually haven't listened to it, and I know this is gonna prompt someone to want to make a request for it. So let's just get it over with. No, the worst album I ever listened to was Sesame Street Gangsters. Holy fucking shit, that was bad. Oh my fucking lord. Yeah, that was fucking awful. That was atrocious. Made me want to pee myself. Like, I think there was one good joke on there, and the rest of it was just like people not good at jokes doing it on music, and that just belabors the joke if it's bad, and it's like, So yeah, that was the stream. Appreciate y'all for coming through. I'm guessing it's not the obvious playing with fire. It's pretty bad, but it's competently bad, and that's sort of like, yeah, this is just doing the knockoff early 2000s 50 Cent sound, No, it's not Sesame Street. Like, it's a joke. Like, these guys calling themselves Sesame Street Gangsters. Sesame Street did not actually release an album, and shame on them for even fucking putting their name next to goddamn Sesame Street. But no, this is a group called Sesame Street Gangsters. Look up the album that we reviewed. It was bad. I'm sure all the other ones were bad too. But yeah, appreciate y'all coming through for the stream. Like I said, Ko-fi.com/rapcritic if you want to make a request. Patreon.com/rapcritic if you want to get in on this stuff that's going up early. Working on the new episode right now. Plus, there's going to be a podcast that I'm working on editing. So there's stuff coming on behind the scenes. So get with it, act like you want it. Patreon.com/rapcritic or Ko-fi.com/rapcritic if you want to make song requests for stuff for me to listen to on the stream. So get with it. And reviews and reviews, movie reviews, song reviews, all that fun, sexy stuff. So get with it, act like you want it. And until the next stream, you know what we always say, bro. Time waits for no man. Peace.